There's no act that's too big or too small. It's all the same. It's coming from a place of compassion and understanding that when you put yourself in other people's shoes and you start thinking outside yourself, that you actually start to create more compassion in the world, and you do better things in the world, and you help more people. So, it starts with belief. It starts with a belief that you can go out and change the world. You can make a difference. And when you have that belief, we can do amazing, great things. What we're doing tonight is we just got over to the distillery in a part of Yale Town. Mark James is one of the owners, and he decided that he would gift us 4 certificates to give to the veterans for Remembrance Day tomorrow, because we're going to be going to the Vets Day tomorrow and Remembrance Day and doing a lot of stuff with them. So the restaurant stepped up and did their act of compassion to give to us, to give to them. So it's really so cool what they've done.
Tomorrow's a day to remember, and if all we can do, frankly, is remember the veterans, like one day a year, that's the least we could do.
I agree.
And honor their memory and honor what they went through and how they answered the call.
Yeah.
And they were our greatest generation.
Totally.
And then they went through what they went through and never complained about it and got on with their lives and helped build the country. I think if you spoke to anybody that's gone through war, that have made the sacrifice and have lost friends and gone through the unimaginable sorrow that you'd have to go through, they wouldn't wish it on anybody.
Yeah.
And part of the reason that they sacrificed everything and went was so that subsequent generations wouldn't have to. This is just some gift cards that we hope can bring some joy to some people that you seek out that are deserving of it. It's a small gesture, but it's it's the least we could do.
Awesome. And this will be going to the Vets tomorrow. Obviously, they've got a special place in your heart. The Vets.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
When you decided to come in and start helping with Actions of Compassion?
I'm always up for doing stuff like that. I live right in Gastown, so I'm around the needs so often, and I do what I can, but it's really hard to feel like you're making an impact. And I think as humans, we all have that desire and need to help others.
So we just got down to the Remembrance Day Parade to honor the vets, and I think it's very important that we actually look back in time and think about how much the vets served us and what they were really doing, and they were fighting for us for Canada's freedom, and often we don't look at that, and I think it's overlooked, and the hundreds of thousands of vets that actually died for us to give Canada's freedom, to preserve the freedom for us. And I think that often that there were so many heroes in the time of war, but they were often overlooked. And this is actually a time to honor them and really realize that we wouldn't be here right now today if they actually didn't give us our freedom. And so I think it's very important to always honor them and make this day special. And even more throughout the year we can do stuff. So it's critically important to always get involved and do this stuff, because we wouldn't have our country if it wasn't for them.
As a child, you didn't understand it till we were told. That's where a bomb hit. A bomb hit the building right next to where my mom and dad lived.
I was born in a wartime, and I did not know because I ended up being an orphan. It took a lot for me to find out who was my family.
My father was in the U.S. Navy, and he didn't talk a lot about it when he came back home, so I know there was a lot of things that he couldn't say. But when he joined the Legion, I was in there as a child, and I will never not have a Legion membership. It's in support, just honoring my father.
I do tag for my dad.
Yeah.
And my mom, who sat at home wondering if my dad was ever coming home. And I think we forget the women who went through hell, waiting to see if their husbands would survive.
You don't have to be a veteran to come into a Legion. You can come and have a membership. It's open.
I don't know what the solution is to stop wars, but maybe the more we bring attention to all the people, maybe it will help.
I got 3 gift certificates here. This actually comes from the Mark James group. We called them and they said, we'll give you some gift certificates to go give out to the vets. So this comes from them. You know, when we started this, you know, we had an idea to create a show to inspire the world to do more compassionate acts. And we have inspired the world, and we definitely have more people going out and doing more compassionate acts now and modeling what we're doing and leading more. And there's a lot of people we've helped and we've changed. The whole experience of growing it has been a good learning process, I think, for all of us as a team. We've started to learn, and I think this is just business in general, and I think this is where most people give up when they're growing any kind of dream, whether it's a movement, a business, or anything that you have, is the fact that you're going to have a lot of people that are going to come into your goals and your dreams and want to help, but there's a lot of people that are going to not have the staying power to stay with you. And I think that's a great learning lesson for everybody right now, because we can say this right now, and I think T-Block, you can verify this, is how many people have come in to help us and they were inspired, but then all of a sudden they were gone. And then how many people came in and stayed and are still helping us. That's right, and that's the part of the process of doing anything, and you got to understand that building anything worthwhile is going to take people, but it's going to take patience, because you're going to have to go through a lot of people to get the right people to help you.